Hello, dear listeners. It's been
A few moments later.
Hello, dear.
A few inches later.
Hello, dear listeners. It's been a while.
12 seconds later.
Hello, dear listeners. It's been a while, hasn't it? It's been a long while, actually, but yeah. You might be wondering why I have been silent for so long, and today we're going to dive right into that. Finally, I got the intro. After how many takes, but yeah. Welcome back to Mimi Edutains, a perfect mix of education and entertainment. I'm still your favorite host, of course, Amidat Amid. First things first, let's address the elephant in the room. I haven't released a new episode in about 6 months, I think, yeah. From March, April, May, June, July, August. About 6 months. So I think I deserve some cheering and applause for this. Thank you. I think the same thing happened the last time when I took a break. It was like 6 months interval. I want to be completely transparent with you about why the break, why no Mimi Edutains, why no new episode, why everything basically. So I'm going to be as transparent as possible here. A lot has happened within these 6 months. First, I moved to Canada. I don't know if you guys remember me saying, in my last episode about birthday, when I was like, I got a pre-birthday gift. The pre-birthday gift was my Canadian student visa. That has to be one of the best things that has happened to me in 2023. But that was the pre-birthday gift rather. I started university. I attend University of Manitoba now. The school is calm, but I'm still getting used to seeing so many faces in a day, as I attended a boarding school where we weren't so many, so used to the same faces every day. But now I have to get used to seeing so many faces, so many people around, walking past people, trying to squeeze yourself amongst them. It's a lot for me, considering the fact that my social life dropped from 100 to a 0. No, let me give myself a 10. It's not that bad, but yeah, still bad. 10. Whatever. From 100 to a 10. We're still trying to cope with that. Some of my classes are really nice, are really cool, but some, that's all I can say about that. I don't want to go deep. But I became closer to God. I took hairstyling more serious. So for my listeners in Winnipeg, if you're looking, if you want to get your hair done, I braid hair at affordable prices. I made new friends, but that's another topic to be discussed in another episode. I started going to the gym. I started going to the gym. Surprising, right? But trust me, your girl is dealing with consistency. That consistency word is a big deal. I explored new places, new restaurants. I went on adventurous rides. Those of you who know me would know that adventure and me were not friends, but I went on adventurous rides and it was so cool. It's an endless list for real. I could keep going on and on. As I said, 6 months, a lot happened. 6 months might seem like a very little time, very short while, but it was a lot for me because I even went through some personal and podcast related challenges. It was really a trying time for me, but I think it gave me the opportunity to learn and grow. I had time to rejuvenate. I had time to renew myself. I had time to refocus, reset my brain, think about so many things. A lot about me, things I used to do, I've stopped, I've reduced. So 6 months was a lot for me. I had to adjust to my new environment. I had to start seeing things differently. That has to be my major highlight, seeing things differently. I even told a friend of mine that I think I've become more mature, but the person laughed about it. But me, I understand myself, because if you lived with me before, I don't think I'm the same person now. Not I've completely or entirely changed, but I just see things differently. I reason things differently. There's some things that on a normal day Hamida would have reacted to, but nowadays I just overlook and don't judge people. It's not I used to judge people. If you live with me, you would get what I'm saying. But at some point, I even had doubts about podcasts. I started questioning my podcast. Am I doing enough? People want to listen to me because a few people reached out to me, but at the same time, I started having doubts. Is this my calling? Do I see a future in this or things like that? But at some point I figured out that if I keep on doing that, I wouldn't move on. There was just so much going on. And one thing that really happened again was me losing 2 already recorded and edited episodes. Let me rewind. Recorded and edited episode. 2 of them, this happened last month, but I guess it be what it be now that you all have this episode to bless your ears. Truth be told, I was hurt, I was pained, I was emotionally damaged, I was so downcast, like it was bad. One aspect of this break is that it has allowed me to change some things about my podcast, because after sitting down to think about, I'm actually good at what I do, I just have to change a few things and start doing some things differently. Listen and try to take notes from other podcasts, not imitate how their format, but like learn from them, ask podcasters who have been in the business, which I did, and all of those. So I just took some notes, grabbed like different information. I even watched so many YouTube videos about podcasting and everything, but that's just like, back scenes and all of those. You all would have noticed the change in the podcast cover art. I wasn't feeling the old one. I wanted to bring in some new vibe, new energy, hence the podcast art change. I don't know, if you don't follow my Instagram, there's no way you'll be able to flow with what I'm saying, but you should actually go follow my Instagram page now. It's me Matrix. Why are you not even following my Instagram page, my podcast Instagram page? Why are you not following it? But yeah, go follow it if you're not. And I would actually appreciate having feedback about the cover art. Do we prefer this one or like the previous one? Personally, I prefer this one because the old one was looking childish. This is looking simple, classy, giving with my smile. Also, I've invested in better equipment. I got microphones, which I'm using right now. I'm using one, not 2, but there were 2 in the pack. Got an iPad. I'm most excited about that because I used to use my phone for editing and it was very stressful. But now I have an iPad. I can like multitask. I don't know. The way I edit might not be the way you edit. I need like about 2 apps open, and now I can split the screen and multitask. I couldn't do that with the phone, or maybe I don't know how. Whatever. I got an iPad. I got microphones. What else? Did I get any other thing? No. I'm planning to get that condenser mic. Whatever. I'm planning to get better equipment and have like a podcast space, but with time we would get there. Also, I've found our content strategy. I redefined our direction because the future of this podcast is now looking brighter than ever. It's looking better, renewed, refined, everything than ever. This episode is actually going to be very brief because like we're just trying to get you updated about what's happening in my life right now. Right now, I'm schooling, I'm studying, I'm reading, I'm understanding, I'm group working, I'm researching, I'm writing. I'm everything school related. So far, so good. School is cool, school is calm. But I know when we get into the 3rd week, I actually have tests rather, like next 2 weeks. But trust me, that's not going to affect the podcast because we have things lined up for this. Our comeback has to be strong. And it has to continue being strong and remain strong forever. Can I get an amen to that? Amen! Yeah. I don't want to be like, school. Because of school, I can't record. And I'm going to create time to actually record and edit. And although I have some recorded ones, I did like pre-recorded ones to get just to edit and fine-tune them. But I don't want to be like, because of school I can't record. No. I'm going to give you guys good content, like wonderful content. So stay tuned, guys, because I have some incredible guests and topics lined up for you, and I can't wait to introduce you to them in the upcoming episode. Trust me, it's going to be worth the wait. I missed you during the break and I want to hear from you. So I miss everybody. I miss like the feedbacks I get from episodes. I miss the I love your voice, I want this sweet me die. But yeah, I miss the feedback from like episodes, like after releasing episodes, and people listen, like they give like comments and feedbacks. Yeah, And I want to hear from you. Reach out to me on my social media. Drop an email at Mimi Entertains. Leave a comment on any place on our Instagram page. Anything, anywhere, I would see it. Share your thoughts on past episodes and tell me what you'd like to hear in like the future episode. What kind of content? I have what I want to give you guys, but I would also like to know what kind of things you want to listen to, because your opinion matters. As we look ahead, I'm committed to delivering high quality content that you all will love. Kind of things I want to serve now. I want them to be like top notch. I want them to be different from how I used to do them. So I have developed, no, not the word is not developed. I have created, or I have planned out my content calendar, and it's full of exciting episodes. And I'm even considering changing a few things like about my formats. Like I said, I just want to fine-tune some things. I want you all to stay tuned for all of that. I want you all to stay tuned for all the teas, all the dramas, all the pepper, all the peppers, all the atarodos, and all of those. I want you all to stay tuned. Before I wrap up, I want to express my heartfelt gratitude for your patience and continued support. I love you all so much. To those of you who reached out, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. You all, like, how do I put this? You're part of the morale I needed, the energy I needed, the push I needed, the pressure. Yeah, the pressure. Yeah, I just needed people to let me, like, give me that assurance that I was doing the right thing. They enjoyed my content. They enjoyed what I put out. I don't know if you get, but I needed those people who reached out to me to be like, oh, I haven't released an episode. Is there something wrong? Do you need help? Do you need that? And like, it was just very good. To the extent that someone even asked that, oh, like, because you started making money with your hair business, you've left, podcast listeners on hold. And I'm like, no, it's not that. It's not that. That's just like a set. That's like a side hustle. Let's just put it like that. It's a side hustle. That's not what, took my attention. That's not why I drifted away or why I stopped releasing episode at all. So trust me, that one can't get into the casting thingy. It can't get into you, my listeners. You mean the world to me, and I'm thrilled to be back on this podcasting journey. And I hope you guys are too, because I'm so excited. I don't know if you guys can hear my excitement, but yeah, it took a while to like get back into like recording. I had to I had to record. I didn't like how it sounded. Record, if you notice in the beginning, that's why I was like, oh, that was what I did, But yeah, I had to record. And thank you for listening to this special episode. I'm excited to be back, and I hope you are too. Stay tuned for our next episode. We drop soon. I'll be releasing the dates later on. Until then, keep sharing your stories, keep sending your feedbacks. Tell me about how life has been lately for you. You can drop them in the comment section of the post of this episode on Instagram. You can send me private messages. I could, post it if you want. Share your experience, share how life has been lately. Tell me if you like this cover art or the previous one. I want to hear, I want to see different stories. And keep listening, keep sharing, and keep being amazing. Goodbye for now.